see here, there was one doubt from your side that sir, how that minus a minus b square it is equals to, see here, this formula will be same as that of the a square a plus b whole square. So this is what, a square plus 2 into a into b plus b square. Okay, and we write the formula for a minus b whole square also, which will be like this, which is a square म्हणजे first term चा square plus 2 into first term into second term, which is nothing but minus b plus second term चा square. मग ह्याला आपण ओपन जर केल्यानंतर आपल्याला असा फॉर्म्युला भेटतो minus 2ab plus b square. Okay, means whatever you have the terms inside this bracket na, the formula will go like this, first term चा square plus 2 into first term second term plus second term चा square as it is. Okay, so on the same note I can write the formula for this like this. So minus a minus b whole square is equals to, first term कोण आहे, minus a आहे, त्याचा स्क्वेअर घ्या, plus 2 into minus a first term second term plus second term चा square. Okay, so what is a minus a square is, it is a square, minus minus plus, so it becomes plus 2ab, and minus b चा square means it's b square. Are you getting? So a square plus 2ab plus b square. So I hope I have used the same formula here. See here, a square plus 2 into minus a minus b, okay, and it's a b square. So a square is 1, minus minus plus, so it is 2 root 3i, and minus I square, so it should be okay. So इथे गडबड झाली आपली, इथे काय गडबड झाली आपली की दिस मायनस, ह्या मायनसचा इवन पॉवर म्हणजे तो पॉझिटिव्ह झाला. ओके, अँड दिस आय स्क्वेअर इज देअर, सो दिस आय स्क्वेअर इज व्हॉट, इट गिव्स मी द नेगेटिव्ह व्हॅल्यू, सो इट शुड बी मायनस ओनली. समजते का, इट शुड बी मायनस ओनली. ठीक आहे, आय वॉज एक्सपेक्टिंग दिस रेक्टिफिकेशन फ्रॉम युअर साइड. ठीक आहे, तुम्ही थोडासा जवळ गेलात अँड यू सेड सर देअर शुड बी negative here. No. Okay, so what we have is, this is, हे समजलं का, this will be like this, so it's a minus 1 into I root 3 whole square. असं आहे, म्हणजे minus 1 चा स्क्वेअर, I चा स्क्वेअर आणि root 3 चा स्क्वेअर. minus 1 चा स्क्वेअर हा plus 1 होतो, I स्क्वेअर काय हा minus 1 आहे, आणि root 3 काय हा 3 आहे. Okay, so that's why we get here minus of 3. Are you getting this, Shalaka?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so perfect. Okay, so okay, so I was expecting this rectification from your side. Now alpha into beta, so this is equals to what, it will be 1 by 4. It's a 1 minus root 1 minus 3 becomes minus 2 plus 2 root 3 I. Okay, now let's add 1 and 2, equation 1 and 2, because I want alpha square plus beta square. Okay, so let's take the alpha square plus beta square here, alpha square plus beta square. So let's add equation 1 2, and we have plus alpha beta, plus alpha into beta. So take the values. So alpha square is nothing but minus 2 root 3 by I by 4, minus 2 root 3 I by 4. This is alpha square. Beta square is what, it's a minus 2 plus 2 root 3 by 4 plus minus 2 plus 2 root 3 I by 4. Okay, and what is alpha into beta is, it's a positive one. Okay, so let's write down, so that is nothing but plus of 1. Good. Now let's add all of this. So here in these first two terms denominator same, so we can easily add the numerators. So 1 by 4 common, so it's a minus 2 root 3I. So this will be again minus 2 plus 2 root 3I. Okay, and plus 1. So 2 root 3I and minus 2 root 3I simply cancel, which is equals to 1 by 4. Inside the bracket we have minus 2 becomes minus 4, and it's a plus 1. Okay, So how much you are getting? So plus 4 minus 4 cancel. So I will get it's a minus 1 plus 1, so which is equals to 0. Is it okay? Yes, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so these type of mistakes we come to know when you solve on yourself. So that's why I recommend or I request all of you, please do the homeworks as it is. Okay, so let's continue the next question now. So next question is like this. Question number B. So it's a alpha to the power 4 plus beta to the power 4 plus alpha inverse beta inverse, it is equals to 0. कोणी ट्राय केलंय का हा क्वेश्चन? Has anybody tried it? No. ठीक है. See here, alpha to the and alpha and beta, I know these are the cube root of unity. Okay. See here, we know one formula, that is a plus a square plus b square. This is equals to what? I can write this is a plus b whole square minus 2ab. लिखू शकतो का? कारण बघा इथे a plus b whole square मतलब क्या आ गया सर? a square हो गया, 2ab हो गया, प्लस b square हो गया, माइनस 2ab अगर किया तो मैं क्या मिल रहा है मुझे? आई एम गेटिंग a square plus b square, which is nothing but RHS and LHS are same. Okay, the same formula I can expand for these things. A to the power 4 plus b to the power 4, this I can write like this: a square plus b square its square minus 2a square b square. बघा इथे कसं, फर्स्ट टर्मचा स्क्वेअर विच इज a raised to power 4 प्लस 2 इंटू फर्स्ट टर्म इंटू सेकेंड टर्म प्लस सेकेंड टर्म का स्क्वायर, सो बी स्क्वायर का स्क्वायर हो गया मेरा 4 माइनस 2a square b square. So minus 2a square b square plus 2a square b square cancel. I am getting a to the power 4 plus b to the power 4, which is nothing but the left hand side. समझते? This is what we have the expansion. So with the help of this, so I can write the given question like this. So it's a alpha square plus beta square whole square minus 2 alpha square beta square plus, see, this term belongs to these two alphas to the power 4 and beta to the power 4. समझते का? Are you getting this? So this is what alpha square is. Alpha to the power 4 is. Are you getting? So the remaining part is what? This is what we have the remaining. So this is nothing but alpha to the power minus and beta to the power minus, मतलब ये inverse है. So I can write the like this alpha beta 1 by alpha beta. So sir, why you are writing like this? Why you are not directly expanding alpha to the power 4 and beta to the power 4 and you have the value of alpha and beta? Maybe this question may arise in your mind. Okay, you have the different value of alpha, you have another value of beta. So why you are not taking directly alpha to the power 4 and beta to the power 4? Yes, of course you can do this, but it will take some time. Yes, of course we can take, it's a square. Okay, alpha square तुमच्याकडे already आहे. So if you take the square of this, again you will get alpha to the power 4. But there is no need to do this because we know all the terms in this. What is the value of alpha square plus beta square? What is the alpha into beta is? Because we have just now calculated in the first part. See here, alpha square plus beta square ची value काय काढली तुम्ही? See, alpha square plus beta square is nothing but what? See, this is value of alpha square plus beta square, which is nothing but minus 1. Okay, so let me substitute that minus 1 here. So this is equals to minus 1 square minus 2 into, what is alpha beta? Alpha into beta is what? Alpha into beta is nothing but 1. Are you getting this? See here, alpha into beta we have proved yesterday, this is equals to 1. Okay, so let's substitute that. So it is 1 plus 1 upon alpha into beta, punna alpha into beta hai, so it should be square. Okay, 2 into 1 चा square. So again we have alpha into beta, again उसकी value 1 रहेगी. So minus 1 square is nothing but plus 1. So it's a minus 2 into 1 square is minus 2 plus 1. So it's nothing but 2 minus 2. This is equals to 0. Is it okay? समझ लगा? Okay. Only thing what we required in this is we have taken the help of the previous part. Okay, whatever we have done the calculation in the first question, those calculations we have used in the second part, that is in B. Okay, please make sure that you are understanding these type of expansions. Alpha square plus beta square is what? A plus B whole square minus 2ab. Okay, so these type of conversions are very important. Another method what I had told you, that you can separately take the alpha to the power 4 and beta to the power 4. हे separately तुम्हें calculate करू शकता, no problem, but it will definitely take time and it will be having the 2 or 3 pages solution. Be a smart. Is it okay? Perfect. So now let's see the next question, question number 5th. So the question number 5 says that if x is equals to a plus b, if x is equals to a plus b, y is equals to alpha a plus beta b, and z is equals to beta a plus alpha b, where alpha and beta are the cube root of unity. Alpha and beta are cube root of unity. Okay, then show that, if that is the case, then show that x into y into z is equals to a cube plus b cube. See, this is very important result. You can remember this as a standard formula. Okay, a cube plus b cube. X into y into z is equals to a cube plus b cube. And what are the values of x, y, z? So x is equals to a plus b, y is equals to alpha a plus beta b, and z is equals to beta a plus alpha b. Okay, if you observe a, y and z, so इथे a and b चे जे कोएफिशिएंट आहेत ते इथे उलटे हो गए. Okay, b and a के कोएफिशिएंट हो गए. Okay, good. Now let's try to prove this. If alpha and beta are the cube root of unity, what will be another cube root of unity? How many roots we have for x cube? 3 roots we have. Okay, for x cube equals to 1, how many roots we have? We have 3 roots. The one is 1, another one is a w, omega, and another one is a omega square. Okay, in this question they have told me that the cube roots are alpha and beta. So what will be the third one? Of course, there is no need to tell you that the third one is always 1. Okay, so it is 1, it's alpha, and it's a beta. Just they have given the cube root of unity in different fashion. The meaning will remain same. Alpha means w आहे, beta means w square आहे, and 1 is 1. Okay, and also we have seen that in the properties of the cube root of unity or the omega, that is omega and omega square are what? They are complex conjugate to each other. Yes or not? They are complex conjugate of each other. Okay, म्हणजे काय सर, अल्फा आणि बीटा हे पण कॉम्प्लेक्स कॉन्जुगेट असायला पाहिजेत. Okay, so can I write, and if they are the complex conjugate, what property says is, so omega square is equals to omega. Okay, omega square is equals to omega. they are complex conjugate. See, sorry, it should be omega 1 and omega 2. Omega 1 and omega 2 are the complex conjugate, and we got the result, that is omega square is equals to omega. Okay, so therefore can I say beta square is equals to alpha on the same note? See, during the properties we have studied that any complex number square is its own conjugate. Okay, so I hope you remember this. Is it okay, everyone? Do you remember this?
Oh, sir.
Okay, so it's what alpha is equals to beta square, and the main formula, main relationship, we know that 1 plus alpha plus beta, it is equals to 0. Now we can write like this: 1 plus alpha square is equals to 0, and we have alpha cube is equals to 1, because the alpha and beta are the beta cube also equals to 1, you can write. Okay, this is what the given information is. Now let's take the values of x, y, z, x into y into z. Let's take left hand side. Okay, so LHS is equals to LHS, it is x into y into z, which is equals to x is what, it is a plus b, y is what, it is a alpha a plus beta b, and z is what, it's a beta a plus alpha b. Now let's substitute the value of beta. So beta value is how much? It's a beta square is equals to alpha. This value we will substitute. Sorry, ये उल्टा हो गया. It should be beta is equals to alpha square होना चाहिए. It should be beta equals to alpha square होना चाहिए. See here, beta is equals to alpha square. See, during the complex conjugate, let me show that. See here, I hope I will get this in this section only. बहुत पीछे आ गया. Yes, here we have the cube root of unity. See here, x1 ची व्हॅल्यू आणि x2 ची व्हॅल्यू आपल्याला भेटली होती. सो xn is what, it is a -1 I root 3 by 2, and x2 is what, it is -1 minus I root 3 by 2. Okay, and we assume that if this value is the w, then the second value becomes w square. तेच सांगितले. आता त्यांनी ह्याला सांगितले अल्फा, instead of x1 they have told me it's alpha, and x2 is nothing but beta. Okay, and if we assume that is equals to omega and omega square, हा जर ओमेगा झाला तर हा ओमेगा स्क्वायर होईल. मतलब क्या हो गया सर, बीटा इज इक्वल्स टू अल्फा स्क्वायर हो गया. वो समझते का? ओके, सो ओमेगा एंड ओमेगा स्क्वायर, सो 1 omega and omega square becomes the cube root of 1. so here in our case it becomes 1 alpha and beta जर असतील तर 1 alpha and alpha square becomes the cube root of 1. so I hope this will help you. सो त्याच्यामुळे सांगितलं की आधीचे जे एक्सरसाइज आहेत ते खूप इम्पॉर्टंट आहेत, त्या गोष्टी आपल्याला कव्हर करायच्या. ओके, सो लेट्स हॅव द बीटा इज इक्वल्स टू अल्फा स्क्वेअर, अँड लेट्स नाव ओपन द ब्रॅकेट. a plus b as it is, so let's substitute the beta is equals to alpha square. so alpha into a plus alpha square into b, alpha square into a plus alpha into b. What I have substituted here is beta is equals to alpha square. I have substituted. Okay, it is equals to a plus b. See, from this bracket, can I take alpha common? Yes. So let's take alpha common from the first bracket. So first term मध्ये राहिला a, second term मध्ये राहिला alpha into b. Can I take alpha from the second bracket? Yes, of course. So alpha into alpha a plus only b, because alpha you are taking common. Okay. See, alpha into alpha becomes alpha square into a plus b. So we have a plus alpha b and alpha a plus b. This is equals to alpha square a plus b as it is. Let's open these two brackets now. Okay, so a into second bracket, then alpha b into second bracket. So a into alpha a becomes alpha a square plus a into b. Very good. Then we have alpha b into alpha a, which becomes alpha square ab. Okay, then we have alpha b into b becomes alpha b square. This is equals to alpha square into, now let's multiply this a by this second whole bracket, then afterwards b into the same whole bracket. So a into alpha a square becomes alpha a cube plus a into b into a becomes a square b. The third term will be alpha square a square b, then we have alpha a b square. ये हो गया multiplication with a. Now start with b. So it will be b into alpha a square, so it becomes alpha a square b plus a b square plus alpha square a b square plus alpha b cube. This is equals to, now let's take the common. So it's alpha square into, now let me highlight the common things from which I am taking something common. So take the a square b from this term, a square b and a square b. I can take common from this, which is nothing but a square b. Okay, so let me write here. So box, so I am taking a square b common. मग पहिल्या ह्याच्यातून काय राहिला 1 राहिला, दुसऱ्या ह्याच्यात काय राहिला इट्स अल्फा स्क्वेअर, तिसऱ्या ह्याच्यात काय राहिला फक्त अल्फा राहिला. ओके, ह्या तिघांमधून ए स्क्वेअर बी कॉमन घेतला. देन व्हॉट आय विल टेक नाव ए बी स्क्वेअर कॉमन. सो फ्रॉम दिस ए बी स्क्वेअर and from this ab square I will take common. Okay, so let me write again, plus ab square into, हाँ इसमें अल्फा है रिमेनिंग, इसमें क्या है 1 and in this I will be having alpha square. काय राहिला आता, see this everything is done. Now this is remaining alpha into b cube and this is also remaining, which is alpha into a cube. So write down, so alpha a cube. So let's take alpha common from that. So alpha a cube plus b cube. Are you getting this? Any doubt in this step?
No, sir.
As alpha is the cube root of unity, what we have defined here is 1 plus alpha square is equals to 0. Okay, so this part becomes 0, this part becomes 0, this part becomes 0. So काय राहिला आता, alpha square into 0 plus alpha into a cube plus b cube. Okay, which is nothing but alpha square into alpha becomes alpha cube into a cube plus b cube. This is equals to, what is alpha cube value?
1.
It's 1 into a cube plus b cube. Very good beta, very good. Okay, so what we get, this is equals to a cube plus b cube, which is nothing but the RHS of the given question. See here, this is nothing but a cube plus b cube. Are you getting this? So the only trick is that if alpha and beta are the cube root of unity, you can express one as the square of another. So this is alpha, then this will becomes alpha square, because we have already proved that 1 w and omega square are the cube root of unity. Is it okay, everyone? Okay, so it's a highly recommended that you try this question on your own. Write down this question solution as it is in your notebook. Okay. So with this we have completed the fifth part as well. Now let's see the next part, which is the question number 6, and it is an important one. So let's see. ठीक आहे, सॉल्व करा स्वतःहून वरचा आताचा 5वा क्वेश्चन, आणि काही डाऊट असेल तर विचारा. Question number 6 says that find the equation in Cartesian coordinates. Find the equation in Cartesian coordinates of the locus of z if. Okay, first one, if mod of z is equals to 10. काय करायचं आपल्याला? Understand, we want to find out the Cartesian coordinate equation. Cartesian coordinates are what? These are nothing but x and y. Always remember, Cartesian coordinates are x and y. Polar coordinates are nothing but r comma theta. This should be the difference, and this we have already studied in our previous classes. Cartesian coordinate are x and y. Polar coordinates are r and theta. Okay, so we have to express the given complex number into Cartesian form. The equation in the Cartesian coordinate locus. Locus means it's nothing but a path. Path that we express in terms of x and y. Okay, so how you do? The step number is what? You just replace the z is equals to x plus iy. Replace the z is equals to x plus iy, because this is what the Cartesian form. This is the Cartesian form of the complex number. Cartesian form of the complex number. So let's substitute in this. So mod of x plus iy, it is equals to 10. So mod of x plus iy means what? It's nothing but root of x square plus y square, it is equals to 10. So if I take squares on both sides, what I will get? X square plus y square, it is equals to 100. This is my answer. What is this? This is the Cartesian coordinate of the locus of the z. अभी locus मतलब path है. If you take different values of x and y which satisfy this equation, what you will get? You will get a circle, and this circle is nothing but the locus of the given mod z is equals to 10. This is what the answer is. Always remember, locus means it's a path. Path on which this complex number revolves. You take different values of x and y, it should give you the circle only. आता हे सर्कल आलं कसं आलं काय नाही, आता हे आपण पुढच्या हायर क्लासेस मध्ये बघणार आहे. 12th मध्ये you have the separate topic for this. Okay, at this moment what you have to require to understand is what? Cartesian coordinates are x and y, polar coordinates are r and theta. So if you want to convert the given complex number into Cartesian, just replace z by x plus iy. No need to draw this figure. No. Locus काय आहे हे सांगण्यासाठी मी फक्त तुम्हाला सांगितलं. This is nothing but the locus. Now let's take the second question. Second question is z minus 3 mod of z minus 3, it is equals to 2. Okay, so again our step is what? Replace z by x plus iy. So x plus iy minus 3, it is equals to 2. So what are the real parts here? So x minus 3 is real plus iy, it is equals to 2. Let's remove this mod. So how we remove the mod? You take the modulus value. So it is x minus 3 whole square plus y square, it is equals to 2. Take squares on both sides. So you will be having x minus 3 whole square plus y square, it is equals to 4. So x minus 3 whole square, open the bracket. So it's a x square minus 6x plus 9 plus y square, it is equals to 4. So if you rearrange this and write in a standard way, so we have x square. Yes,
मॉड्युलस मध्ये आय होतं खाली, आपण आय नाही घेतलं.
कारण आपल्याला मॉड रिमूव्ह करायचं आहे ना. मॉड मीन्स व्हॉट? इट्स अ मॅग्निट्यूड. एक्स प्लस आय वाय, एक्स प्लस आय वायचा मॉड कसा काढतो तुम्ही? स्क्वेअर ऑफ रिअल पार्ट प्लस स्क्वेअर ऑफ इमॅजिनरी पार्ट. इथे आय घेतो का? नाही घेत. कन्फ्यूज नका हो. मी काय करतोय, इथे मॉड सांगितलं ना आणि ह्या झडचा मॉड सांगितलं, तर मग मी मॉड काढला. मॉड इज नथिंग बट अंडर द रूट द स्क्वेअर ऑफ रिअल पार्ट अँड द स्क्वेअर ऑफ इमॅजिनरी पार्ट. ओके, सो इट बिकम्स एक्स स्क्वेअर प्लस वाय स्क्वेअर minus 6x. We have 9 minus 4, which is nothing but plus 5, it is equals to 0. Is it okay? So this becomes the locus of the given complex number. Yes? Okay, let's take the third question, will be the homework. Third question homework. Let's start the fourth question. So fourth question is, it's z is equals to, mod of z plus 8 equals to mod of z minus 4. Okay, so again follow the same procedure. Replace z by x plus iy plus 8, it is equals to mod of x plus iy minus 4. X plus 8 is what we have the real part, x plus 8 plus iy, it is equals to x minus 4 plus iy. So how you remove the modulus? Take the mod values. So this becomes the square root of x plus 8 whole square plus y square, which is equals to root of x minus 4 whole square plus y square. Taking squares on both sides, I will be getting x plus 8 whole square plus y square, it is equals to x minus 4 whole square plus y square. You can simply cancel out this y square because we have the same quantity on the left hand side and the right hand side. Okay, so directly we can remove this y square. So let's open this. So we will be having x square plus 16x plus 64, which is equals to x square minus 8x plus 16. Again we can remove this x square because the same quantity on left hand and right hand side. Okay, so what is the 16x plus 8x? This becomes 24x, and we have 64 minus 16, so this will be equals to plus 48, and it is equals to 0. Okay, so if I divide on the both side by 24, what I'll get? It's x plus 2, it is equals to 0. This is what the locus of the given complex number. Final equation. This is the final equation. This is the final answer for the previous question. Is it okay? Now let's see the next question. Question number 5th. You take this 5th as a homework and let me solve the 6th one. Okay, so 6th one is, it's a mod of z plus 3i upon z minus 6i. This is equals to 1. Okay, See, during the properties of the complex number, what we have studied is mod of z1 by z2, it is equals to mod of z1 upon mod of z2. Okay, using this property, what I can write here is mod of z plus 3i upon mod of z minus 6i, it is equals to 1. Okay, let's replace this z by x plus iy. So x plus iy plus 3i divided by x plus iy minus 6i, which is equals to 1. Okay, next step is what? I want to remove this modulus. So I will be having root of, okay, so before removing, what we can do simplification is you can take this on this side. So I will be having x plus iy my plus 3i, this is equals to mod of x plus iy minus 6i. Okay, now see, this question reduces to the previous question, the fourth question, where we have the mod on both sides, ethaic mod I and ethaic mod I. So this mod we get. So let's remove the modulus by taking the under the root. Real part, that is x square, plus imaginary part is what? Y plus 3 is my imaginary part, so y plus 3 whole square, it is equals to the square root of, we have x square plus y minus 6 whole square. Okay, so let's take this square on both sides. So I'll be having x square plus y plus 3 whole square, it is equals to x square plus y minus 6 whole square. So what part you can delete now? Yes, x square I can delete because it is the same quantity on the left hand and right hand side. It is equals to, now open this y plus 3, so it becomes y square plus 6y plus 9, it is equals to y square minus 12y plus 36. Again, what you can delete? Y square easily, so y square cancel, the remaining is ये 6y plus 12y हो गया, ये 18y. Okay, and this 9 minus 36, it becomes how much? Yes, 27. So minus 27, it is equals to 0. Okay, now we can divide the whole by 9. Okay, so it's a now duni 18 and now 3 27, so it is equals to 0. So 2y minus 3, it is equals to 0, and this is what the required equation of the complex number in the Cartesian coordinate locus. Is it okay, everyone? Okay, so in this part 6, we have just replaced the z by x plus iy, which is nothing but the Cartesian form of the complex number. ठीक आहे, आणि जर पोलर फॉर्म मध्ये म्हटलं असतं तर काय केलं असतं आपण? वी कुड रिप्लेस दिस z इज इक्वल्स टू व्हॉट? r cos theta plus I sin theta. Okay, so this is what the polar form. What is the exponential form? Z is equals to r e raised to I theta. This is what the exponential form is. So these are the three important forms. So 1, 2 and 3. Three important forms of the complex number. Same complex number. Okay. Now let's start the next part. Question number 7. Very important. Based on the De Moivre's theorem, which we have studied. So question number 7 says that use De Moivre's theorem and simplify the followings. Use De Moivre's theorem, Moivre theorem, and simplify the following. Okay. So the first question is cos 2 theta plus I sin 2 theta whole to the power 7 divided by cos 4 theta plus I sin 4 theta to the power 3. Okay, so we have to simplify this using the De Moivre's theorem. So what De Moivre's theorem says? Yes, anyone? What is this theorem? See, if we have cos theta plus I sin theta to the power n, this is equals to what? Give this n in the multiplication of theta. So this becomes cos n theta plus I sin n theta. This is what the De Moivre's theorem is. Okay. So if suppose I have case like this, cos 3 theta plus I sin 3 theta, now I want to have this complex number in terms of index. So what you will write here? Cos theta plus I sin theta to the power किती लिहू? How much power we can give here? It's a 3. That's great. Okay, so using this, how we can express this numerator and denominator? So if I have the cos theta plus I sin theta, किती लिहू शकतो मी फॉर द न्यूमरेटर? यहाँ पे मल्टीपल में 2 है, सो आई कैन गिव यू द 2 हियर, एंड देयर इज 7, so it's a 7, so 2 into 7 becomes 14 whole divided by cos theta, again I am removing that 4 plus I sin 4 theta को सिर्फ theta लिखूंगा. So how I can write now? So index is what? It is a 4 and the previous index was it's a 3. So this is equals to cos theta plus I sin theta to the power how much? 14 whole divided by cos theta plus I sin theta, how much power? 12. Okay, now if you observe, the base is same in the numerator as well as in denominator. Base is same, so cos theta plus I sin theta to the power 14, हा खालचा जेव्हा वरती जाईल काय होईल? I will be having -12. समजलं का? Is it okay? So this is equals to what? Cos theta plus I sin theta to the power 14 minus 12 आ गया मेरा 2. So this is equals to, again using the De Moivre's theorem, what you can do? Cos 2 theta plus I sin 2 theta. So this is what we have the simplified version of the given question. Given question हा होता is equals to cos 2 theta plus I sin 2 theta. This is what the answer is. Is it okay? कुछ नहीं करना है आपको, just use the De Moivre's theorem. So if we have the index, give this to the multiplication with the angle here, and if we have the multiple angles, take that multiple and give to the index. That is the only thing. Okay, let me solve one more question, question number 3rd, and we will stop here. करता तुम्ही हे 2 क्वेश्चन आहेत अजून, तुम्ही करता का? इट्स व्हेरी सिंपल.
Sorry.
Okay,
Oh,
so
sir.
yes, okay, so the question number 7 मध्ये 2 क्वेश्चन आहेत, so that you have to take as an homework question. 7 मध्ये 2 and 3, and in the 6th also we had left the question number 3rd and 5th. Question number 6 मध्ये 3rd and 5th you have to take homework. Okay, and with these 1 2 3 4 questions you have to fare all the questions which we have solved in the class. Is it okay? So with this we will stop here, and tomorrow we will conclude this topic and we will start the miscellaneous exercise. Okay, so again I am telling you, before we start the miscellaneous exercise, please make sure that you are understanding or you are having all the foolproof concept of this topic. सर तुम्हाला अजून नाही समजलं तर तुम्ही मला विचारू शकता किंवा आपले रिस्पेक्टिव्ह व्हिडिओज बघू शकता, विच आर देअर ठीक है. सो विथ दिस वी विल स्टॉप हियर एंड विल मीट टुमॉरो.